Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit the subscribe button, click on the little bell, that way you get a notification whenever I put a new video up. I'm just trying out this new setup I have now of the GoPro and the mic adapter all in the one cradle now. Tidy the helmet up a wee bit. Hopefully the audio is alright. Had to move the mic and stuff, so probably get less wind noise. So see how it goes. So just finished up work, and lucky enough it's a good 4 hours drive home. So I'm fortunate enough I get to drive the bike home, the day on the bike going home. I have a ladder and all to travel, but unfortunately I've never been stopped and asked for it yet. And as soon as you don't have it, that's when they would stop you, and then it'll be a fine. Well, I've all the bike packed, everything's in my bike from work, so not too bad. It's a nice dry sunny day, not the warmest of days, like about 6-7 degrees like, but it's still warm, or still sunny and dry. So videotape a wee bit here going down this road. Like, I used to live down here, but there's not much point in me videotaping going down the motorway, not much to see. I installed the sat-nav this weekend, and I had a smaller mount. It's a John Galloway designed that there. It's a very good design, like, and I had to get a mount then to go from the GoPro till the wee long bar that goes across, and I had one, and I kept my sat-nav nice and tight back down there, but of course it was the wrong fitting to go onto the back of the sat-nav, so I had to use what they give me in the packet for the brackets that came with the sat-nav. So she's sitting very, probably can't see in on the video, like, but to me it's sitting very far forward, like they have it way back. But we'll have to keep my eye out and see can they get a bracket for it. Well, at least it's there, showing now. I set the sat-nav up last night and update all the maps on it, and because it was brand new, update all the maps and software and settings, and I plugged it in when I was going to bed last night because it said take up to 9 hours to upgrade everything, you know, on the sat-nav. So I honestly don't know how long it took, because I went to bed and just went to sleep and had it run all night. I got up this morning, it was done. I haven't even tried using it yet. This is Tandragee we're just coming into now, where potato crisps are made. Get the speed down. There's usually a speed camera down here. The only thing famous about Tandragee is, or note about Tandragee is, Potato Castle is here, where they make the potato crisps. Or over here in America, potato chips. There used to be a bus shelter there when I was going to school. I went the school up here to the right. Police station up there as well. I used to have a friend that lived above that shop there in the wee flat, Paul. He used to work for my father. Don't know where Paul is these days. I think maybe he's over in England living. There's Tato Castle in there, folk. Frankie uses bookies. That used to be the nightclub there, the Huntsman. I was never ever allowed in that for some reason. Probably didn't like the look of me. Didn't get in. So I used to drink at his brother's pub here in the corner. That used to be a good wee pub there, Cullen's Pub. Closed down, there's years and years now. Somebody took it on and then it's closed down again. Then there used to be another good pub there in the corner. That used to be the Farmer's Inn. Used to have live bands in there. There's the traffic branch. Yeah, that's White's Mill here. They make the oaks, the porridge in there. White's Mill. So I bought this bike in Doncaster. I got a good deal on it. Bought it brand new. Got a really good deal on it. The panniers. I got the bike, the panniers, 1 year RSC cover, 1 year road tax. What else did I get? He gave me hoodies, he gave me t-shirts, and he offered to put me up in the hotel for the night. The guy that owns, I think he actually owns the hotel, the guy that owns the shop. And because we went over to England, it was a bad weather. We were in the van, and there's no heater in the van, and the boats weren't running. There was something happened to them. We were going to be running late for the boat, but he offered to put us up in the hotel, but we decided to try and get the boat, and we lucky enough we made it, like. But I got all that there for 14,000. So I did. And my local dealer in Lisburn, I'm not mentioning who he is, but he's in Lisburn, Triumph dealer. He was looking 15.5 just for the. He was looking 15.5 just for the bike. What? No panniers, no RSC, breakdown, nothing. No warranty. Oh, well, I'll probably get a year's warranty with it. But so I decided, saved myself a couple of grand. I went to England. I work in England anyway, so I bought this one in England and had a wee weekend out of it. Me and the brother went over and picked it up, and I done my 500 mile on her, which is due her service, and I rang the local dealer in Lisburn, and I said to him, I'm looking to book me Triumph Tiger 1200 in for its first service. And the first question he asked, he didn't ask when I wanted to book it in, or how many miles was up on it, or he didn't ask me anything. The first thing he asked me was, did I buy the bike off him? Which I replied, no, I bought it, and the only thing I said, no, I bought it in England. I bought it off a fella in England. I didn't even say I bought it in the shop, I just said I bought it off a lot in England. And he turned around and says, well, in that case, it'll be at least a minimum of 3 months. 3 months before we could look at that bike. But if you had bought it off us, we could have got you squeezed in probably. That's the words that he said to me. And I turned around then and I said, well mate, I couldn't buy that bike off you because you were looking just over £2,000 more than what I paid for it. And at that he put the phone down. So that's my experience with my local Triumph dealer in Lisburn, not mentioning names. So I went on the internet and I looked up, and unfortunately he's the only Triumph dealer in Northern Ireland. So I contacted Triumph in Dublin and asked them would they be able to service my bike for me, and the man couldn't have been any nicer to me. He says, when would you like it done, young man? And I said, well, it's at 500 mile now, it's 500 or 600 mile now. And he says, right, he says, I can do it this weekend for you. And I said, well, unfortunately I work away from home, I'm not at home. I says, and I told him when I'll be back. And he says, right, and he looked up and he says, I can do it on the Saturday or the Tuesday. So the Tuesday suited me better. So he gave me a time, 11:30 on Tuesday morning. So I'm not waiting about the shop. He says it's an hour and 45 minute service. I told him why I couldn't get it done in Lisburn, and he just laughed. He says, yeah, sounds about right. He knows that dealer as well. I put a thing up on my Facebook about it, and the amount of people that left comments or on the Triumph website, and the amount of people that left comments saying how badly they were treated, and they bought the motorbike out of that shop. There was absolutely no chance of me getting mine service if they bought theirs there, and they still get bad service, like, you know. So this guy down in Dublin, he couldn't have been any nicer to me. So I think from now on, anything I want from my bike, I'm going up and down past it every time I'm home anyway, so it's not a problem for me to call in there. I can see, yeah, if you lived up here in the north, it could be a problem for you having to run away down to Dublin to get parts for your bike and all, like a couple of hours down the road, like. But for me, going up and down past it is nothing. Probably cheaper. The exchange rate when you change your money over to euros. So I'll be getting all my parts and servicing and all done there from now on. And I wouldn't buy as much as a t-shirt off my local shop in Lisburn. Hopefully I'm not going to be stuck behind this guy too long. Coming up to some good twisties here too. Oh. But anyway, that's clear, but there's a car sitting there. I don't know if he's going to pull out or not, is he? No, it's parked there. Take my time. No, a couple of yeah, so that's the story behind why I'm going to Dublin to get my bike serviced.